Okay guys, today we're viewing the Scar L against the Scar H. So the Scar H has a damage range of 72 studs to 210 studs, and it can 3-shot to 4-shot at long range, with a fire rate of 600, and it only has 20 rounds in a magazine. The Scar L has a damage range of 60 to 120, and it has a 4-shot all-range capability, so it 4 shots at close range and 4 shots at long range, and it has a fire rate of 625, which is a little bit higher than the Scar H, and it has 30 rounds in a magazine, unlike the Scar H, which has 20 rounds, which is kind of interesting. The Scar H also has a 7.62 conversion, which can make it 3-shot to 5-shot. I don't really think this changes too much except for the damage, so honestly really wouldn't recommend it. The Scar L, however, has a 9mm conversion, which makes it 3-shot at close range and 5-shot at long range. It also increases the fire rate by quite a bit to 725, and you can also hold a couple extra rounds, which is kind of interesting. I think this also affects the penetration depth. Yeah, it's 0.5 prior to the previous 1.0, so it also has a little bit longer damage range, so 9mm is kind of decent. But with the Scar L, since it can 4-shot at all ranges, I would definitely recommend armor piercing, because it doesn't change the damage range because it's a 4-shot to 4-shot, so the damage range really doesn't matter since it just 4 shots at all ranges. So you can put on armor piercing if you want to, whereas with the Scar H, if you put on armor piercing, then that will reduce the 3-shot range, which I do not recommend using armor piercing on the Scar H for that reason. The Scar L has a sight accuracy of 56 and an accuracy of 30, whereas the Scar H has a sight accuracy of 28 and an accuracy of 43. So Scar H has a much lower sight accuracy than the Scar L. Here's what the recoil looks like on the Scar L. As you can see, there's really not very much recoil, just a little bit of vertical, and that's it. And here's what the recoil looks like on the Scar H. So the Scar H is a little bit more bouncy than the Scar L. It has a little bit more horizontal recoil, which is something you should keep in mind. But still, regardless, the Scar H really doesn't have too much recoil. So at the end of the day, which one do I prefer? Honestly, I would prefer the Scar L in like a normal gameplay aspect, but the Scar H is still kind of fun to use from time to time. It would be pretty good at CQC too. So Scar L is not bad, but I kind of just prefer Scar H isn't bad, but I kind of prefer the Scar L. So yeah, like and subscribe if you want some more like comparisons.